Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest's Independent Travel Guide, an episode for women like you who need a little extra support traveling the world, one woman at a time. This episode is sponsored by Sun Marketing, Advertising, and Media. I'm Dr. Mary Travelbest, and I've been traveling independently and solo since 1972, and soon to release a second guidebook on steps to solo travel. Please share this podcast with your friends, your parents, your loved ones, and future travelers so you make their trips the very best, like Travelbest. In this episode, the FAQ is, I get lost easily. Do you have any tips to help me find my way when I travel by myself? Today's destination is Pacific Beach, California. Today's mistake, shopping duty-free. And travel advice, travel inspires. So the FAQ from Donna, who asks this question about directions. She said, I get lost easily. Do you have any tips to help me find my way when I travel by myself? So the easy answer, Donna, is Google Maps or MapQuest or Waze or other apps. But if you can't use them for whatever reason, here are a few tips. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. That's a guide I live by. So when facing west, the south is on your left. So think, face west, south, left. Okay? Face west, south, left. Another idea is take out your phone and practice with your compass app, which comes installed on your mobile phone. If you haven't used it lately, get that out and see what you can learn from this. We'll also give you the elevation, the coordinates of latitude and longitude. Spin it around and see the change in the dial. Today's destination is Pacific Beach, California. Pacific Beach is a neighborhood of roughly 10,000 people who live near the ocean in an area with a lot of young people who like sunshine, nightlife, and the boardwalk area, as well as the Bayside near Mission Boulevard, Garnett, and Grand Avenues. And it's walking distance to just about any kind of outdoor eatery. Tourists swarm the area in the summer months, and hotels and cafes are all over. I've lived in San Diego for decades, and I lived in the PB area for a few of those years. I've had staycations here in the past and stayed on the Crystal Pier cottages, which are a delightful experience, especially in the fall or spring. I stayed there recently, along with about 30 of my college friends who had a small unofficial reunion. It was among the best trips, even though it was in my hometown. What should you do in PB, Pacific Beach? First, orient yourself to the boardwalk. Walk the ocean as well as the Bayside. Afterwards, get a bike and learn to ride along the flat areas here. You can see some other parts further away. You should also visit SeaWorld Aquatic Park and the San Diego Zoo. They're both nearby. So back to PB, you can stroll on an afternoon and soak in the sounds, the smells, and the local culture. Of course, you can go to the beach. You'll see it all. There are some homeless, like in every major city, along with some very trendy hotels and bars. You'll see churches, stores, and entertainment, along with a wide selection of restaurants and cafes for whatever you'd like to eat or drink. You don't need to dress up. Flip-flops are in style year-round. And it can get chilly at night, so bring a light jacket. And speaking of nighttime, you can hold bonfires on the beach, as long as you are grilling, unquote. I hired a bonfire company to help me set mine up. See the show notes for more details. The atmosphere was delightful and the attendees were very pleased. Go ahead and visit PB and see for yourself. Now for today's mistake, shopping duty-free. When I was traveling at a younger age to several countries, I always spent time shopping duty-free stores for items like jewelry, cosmetics, and other gifts. When I later realized that I was paying a premium, I mostly stopped shopping there, except for smaller items. Although the taxes were removed, the prices were not really lower in the long run. So watch out for the sign that says duty free because buyers need to be aware, and I was not. Know the rules before you purchase anything duty free. And now for some travel advice. Travel inspires. Travel gives me pleasure, knowledge, cultural awareness, social outlets, spiritual expression, and so much more. I wish to share this with you and others who travel and hope you will follow my 5 steps to solo travel, starting with the beginning stages and moving to the advanced levels, because I want to bring meaning to your travel. Send me your travel tip to the website, Facebook page or group, Instagram, Twitter, blog, or other social media, and maybe you'll see your tips in Dr. Travelbest's Steps to Solo Travel.
What's on your travel bucket list? Tell the doctor and her team of women who travel the world seeking the very best. Dr. Travelbest, that is.